Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's Heart to Home devotion. And title of my devotion today is God Said No. 10 years ago, our second granddaughter was born, and she came out not breathing. And they rushed her to the ICU, the NIC unit, and worked on her and got her to start breathing. And she was in there for 6-7 weeks, and in that 6 or 7 weeks, my daughter wasn't able to hold her. She could see her, but she couldn't hold her. There was times my daughter would come up and say, "Is today the day my baby's gonna die?" And because we were told more than once that you should come down. We don't know if she's going to make it or not. And we did, but through a lot of your guys' prayers and God's grace, she pulled through. She's 10 years old. She's sassy as heck. And we were just grateful for that. But while we were in the waiting room at Loma Linda NIC unit, there was a poster on the wall, and it was titled, "God Said No." And it went like this: "I asked God to take away my pride, and God said no. He said it was not for him to take away, but for me to give up. I asked God to make my handicapped child whole, and God said no. He said her spirit is whole, her body is only temporary. I asked God to grant me patience, and God said no. He said that patience is the byproduct of tribulation. It isn't granted, it's earned. I asked God to give me happiness, and God said no. He said he gives blessings. Happiness is up to me. I asked God to spare me pain, and God said no. He said suffering draws you apart from worldly cares and brings you closer to me. I asked God to make my spirit grow, and God said no. He said I must grow on my own, but he will prune me and make me fruitful." And then I finally asked, that's what it says, I asked God to help me love others as much as he loves me. And God said, finally you have the idea. So all that time we were spending in the waiting room and praying for our granddaughter and my daughter and my son-in-law, and just wandering the halls, and we couldn't do anything. We don't have the power to do anything. The doctors could barely do anything. She finally got to the point she was on the last antibiotic that they could give her, and if it didn't work, she was going to go home to be with the Lord. But she recovered through the grace of God, and we're happy that that happened. And again, Kim and I just want to thank all of you who prayed for her. And just a reminder that sometimes God says no, but it's for our own good. All right, we'll see you next time.